There's a man here that was rushed to the hospital. This man he had the tubes going into his mouth, down his. In dreams, when we see balloons going up into the sky, that's people going up to heaven. And now this community is over here trying to, whispering to each other like, no, the collective can't find out about this. We can't. Okay, this man, whoever he is, he tried to humiliate you. He tried to play you like you were slow, or he tried to tarnish your reputation. So the community, they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that this is happening. A combination of a heart attack and a seizure. Like, he started spazzing out. And there's a man here that was rushed to the hospital. This man is dying. He's on life support. Okay, I was saying this today when I was meditating. They showed me a man at the hospital with all the tubes. Like, he had the tubes going into his mouth, down his throat, and he had the IVs, and they even had like stuff attached to his ear, to like the side of his temple and whatnot. And I remember asking Spirit, why are you showing me this? What does this mean? And Spirit was like, he's dying. He's dying. We don't know if he's going to make it, if he's going to live past this point, okay? And what I'm really getting here, y'all, the community doesn't want you to know about this. So we're going to jump into this. We're going to see what messages Spirit has for us at this time. We're going to see what they have to say. But at the end of the day, what is happening in the dark, and we don't wish any ill will on anyone, even if they were horrible to us, even if they mistreated us. But I'm really saying that this man was out at like the grocery store, or like the supermarket, um, or like the mall, the gym. Like, he was out somewhere just going about his day, and then he felt like this intense shoulder pain, like this really intense pain that radiated confirmation that air conditioning is going to turn on. He felt this intense shoulder pain that radiated up to his neck and then to his chest. My skin is so sensitive, it's turning red just touching it. But he felt this pain go like all the way here. And then he collapsed on the ground, and he started having like a combination of a heart attack and a seizure. Like, he started spazzing out. And I just see a bunch of people rushing over. Somebody's trying to perform CPR, but they can't get him to like lay still. They can't get him. Like, he keeps, like, his body is just like, he's trying to, like, I can feel him in his mind. He's like panicking, he's hysterical, but at the same time he's like trying to control his body from like moving, like he's trying to keep still. It's like, even though he's going through this, he can comprehend that, somebody is trying to perform CPR on him. But it's like, no matter how hard he tries, he can't control his body. It's like he keeps spazzing out. He's having like this seizure or something, and somebody's calling 911, and it's all happening so fast. Eventually, by the time the ambulance gets there, he's like passed out. He's knocked out. They are able to feel a pulse, but it's very faint. And so what I got in that meditation was that this man was on life support. Like, that's basically what I was getting. That it wasn't like, oh, his condition is stable now. Like, they very much have him on some type of life support, and they have the graph, right? When it flat lines. It just goes beep, like it just does that long beep noise. Like they literally have the graph, and they don't know if this man's gonna make it the night or these next few days. They really don't know. And like I said, the community, they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that this is happening. They don't want you to discover that this man is, like this man is on his way out, or he's about to be out. We'll see. Let's see what the cards say. But this man could very well be a karmic. So let's see here. Let's look at the oracle. Your family knows. For somebody here, your family knows, and they're not saying anything about this to you. Okay? So let's see here. What do you have to say about this, Spirit? Cat and thunderstorm. So this was a man that was very selfish. He was very full of himself. He only cared about his needs, his wants, his desires. Some of you, this could be an ex-lover. For others, this is a family member or a close friend or somebody that was once a close friend. But this man, deep down, he was always selfish. He was always all about himself. This isn't to pick on him and try to tarnish his legacy. This is just the facts. We just have to be honest. We have to just call it how it is. This is somebody that was very, very selfish. They were always in this cat energy. They never really gave a damn about anyone else or anything else besides them. This thunderstorm is representing the tower. Right, the thunder, the lightning comes from Jehovah. In other words, it's coming from the divine realm. It's coming from a higher power, a superior power that rules over all that is physical and mystic. And so Jehovah literally called judgment on that ASS. That's what this is. Jehovah has called judgment. Jehovah has had enough. This individual has built up a ton of heavy karmic debt, and their karmic debt is reaching lifetimes, okay? Let's keep looking here. Let's keep looking. What else do you have to say about this pillory and pearl? So part of the reason that this individual is going through hell right now is because they tried to humiliate you. Okay, this man, whoever he is, he tried to humiliate you. He tried to play you like you were slow, or he tried to tarnish your reputation. He could have betrayed you, this man. And now this is his karma because you're this pearl energy, okay? You are highly favored by the divine, excuse me. You are chosen, you are anointed, whoever you are, okay? You have very strong spiritual energy. You could be some type of light worker, a starseed, an indigo, okay? But you're somebody that's very, very special. And you have some type of divine calling, some type of divine purpose. Okay, you have to understand pearls are very rare. There's a reason why pearls are so expensive because they're extremely rare to find. Okay, genuine, healthy pearls. Yep, I'm going to get a Pinterest notification. That's how rare you are. Okay, you are so rare. You are a once in a lifetime aspect, right? When it comes to the astrology, when it comes to the spiritual side of things, you are a once in a lifetime aspect. Once in a lifetime, can't be replaced, completely unique, right? Your energy imprint, your energy signature, there is something so unique about it. It cannot be replicated, it cannot be changed or altered. It's some type of specific frequency band that you emit or that you reside in. And, I'm really hearing touch not my anointed. This man, pillory, it says open dishonor, humiliation, finding fault, punishment, abusive, shut down, caught, public ridicule, and mockery. This is what this man tried to do to y'all, okay? He tried to ridicule you, mock you, belittle you, humiliate you. Okay, oh, I felt like a spirit just passed by behind me. But nowhere to run, censure, serving time vulnerable. He has no escape. That's the thing. He tried to play you. Like you were obsessed, or maybe he laughed at your spiritual interests, your spiritual abilities. Maybe he told the town that you thought you were That's So Raven, that you thought you were Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, that you thought you were Harry Potter or some type of Jedi, Doctor Strange from Marvel. Okay? Um, you know, like that you were in some type of fantasy. Maybe he said multiple things about you, that you were slow, this, that. Who even cares at this point? Who cares? Who cares what, honestly, it is funny. Like, when I think like people were saying this stuff about me, I just laugh. Like, I think it's funny. I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Um, I find it very entertaining, to be honest. But, to each their own. Um, he tried to play you. He tried to play you. He tried to tarnish your reputation, okay? And telephone. Yeah, fairy tale. Look, he was out here on the phone telling people that you live in some type of fantasy, that you are in some type of slumberland. This man could have claimed that you were autistic or that you were on the spectrum, something of that nature. But I'm on the spectrum and I'm proud of that. So, anyhow, like, okay then, whatever. But this man could have went around and told the town, the community, the village that you were slow, that you were some type of slow energy, that you lived in some type of slumberland, some type of fantasy land or dreamland, that you're not focusing on reality or something. Like you don't see reality, or you're pretending that you don't see reality. It's something here. Like this man was telling his friends, the people, like that he couldn't believe that you were that slow, that you had to be autist or something, on the spectrum or something, because how do you not see what's happening around you? Something like that. Something like that. Maybe people were dealing, maybe people were doing some weird ish and you didn't report it to the police, and this man was just like, well, damn, the collective is slow. Like they don't even see the ish that's going on around them. But look, it don't even matter, hot air balloon, because they're about to be taking flight. In dreams, when we see balloons going up into the sky, that's people going up to heaven. I don't like telling people that, but I kept having dreams of balloons going up in the sky and whatnot. And when I asked my spirit team, they were like, that's the people leaving the video game. They're leaving life, going up to the next thing. Because balloons, right, they never come back down. They just keep going up, up, and up until they explode, right? If you ever set a balloon free, it just keeps going up, up, up into the sky. And so the spiritual significance, what the spirits were telling me, was that symbolizes somebody going up to heaven. They were like, does a balloon ever come down when you let it fly up to the sky? And I was like, no, not that I know of. And they were like, that's your answer. That's what that represents. So here we go. It doesn't matter what he said, because he's about to be up in the sky. Okay, he is. You see, he's not even an inch. He's like a millimeter from leaving. All because he wanted to be slick and think that he was funny. He thought that it was funny clowning you, trying to clown you to the community, trying to tarnish your reputation, humiliate you. Like he thought that was funny. Fine print. Detail, look closer, inspection, research, be careful, in depth. Pay attention, don't assume. Thorough, deep dive, hidden information, double check, read between the lines. What do you have to say about this fine print, Spirit? What do you have to say about this? Knight, confident, heroic, messenger, fearless, assertive. Passionate, fighting spirit, persevering, chivalry, honor, determined, obeying orders, brave, daring, strong, champion of a cause. So he's fighting for his life. He's trying to fight. I'll give him that. He's trying to put up a fight at the hospital, fighting for his survival, fighting to not be in that hot air balloon energy. He's fighting, but look, roundabout community, connections, new direction, keep it moving. Controls the flow of information, solutions, circular reasoning, fluid, many working parts, perfect timing, redirect. Look, I'm telling you, the whole community is trying to talk about this, and they're trying to make sure that you don't find out no information about this, but F these people all the way to the pit of hell and back. Okay, what is done in the dark will come to light, and they don't want it to be a thing where you are like celebrating or you are in this good mood because this evil ASS man is finally at the breaking point. They don't want you to feel like you're winning, but it's over and done with. Like, these people, they don't want to accept that this man is evil because they love evil, because they are of the dark. They want to project that you are the villain and that this man is in the hospital because you are a witch that did black magic on him. They did this before. This might be that same man that was rushed to the hospital in a previous reading. But they want to project it onto y'all that you're a witch, a Wiccan or something, that you do this foo-foo, this spell work, that you did this to send this man to the hospital. They don't want to accept karma, which is the real thing that's at play here. It's karma. One word, karma. Karma. That's what this is. Because ain't nobody, and I've said this so many times, I don't know why energies are still out here. Nobody is going to get away with anything this season. I promise y'all that. Everybody's going to get exactly what they are putting out there and more. And this is an energy of it's like it was consistent. Like, this man was, constant with it. Like, it wasn't just like he talked about you for a month and then moved on with his life. It was like month after month, back to back, coming after you. For what reason? The way this man was coming after you, it was like you might as well been like a wanted, TERROR, like somebody that did something to this man or to his family. Like, the way he was going so hard to tarnish y'all's name and reputation and the community. They're all NPCs. They don't have a conscience. They just went along with it. Maybe not everybody in the community, but a good portion of the community went along with the ish and believed what this cuckoo karmic ASS man said about you. But you see, this is karma for what he did to you. And now this community is over here trying to, whispering to each other like, no, the collective can't find out about this. We can't. They don't want you to feel good. They don't want you see, because that's why these people evil. They know why this man is going to the hospital. They know why he's on his deathbed, on his last stand. They know. They know deep down that the stuff that he said about you and the stuff that they spread that he said about you, they know it was wrong. They know it was evil. They know it could have potentially tarnished your reputation, ruined employment opportunities, opportunities for housing, networking opportunities, like love opportunities, like they know. They know the damage this man did. They know he's getting his karma. So it's like, They just don't want you to know this so that they can continue to project this idea that you're the villain, that what this man was saying about you is true. But the moment this truth comes out, that's when people are going to get scared and nervous. People in the town that didn't want to participate in any of this, and this man was trying to spread rumors and gossip about you. And people in the town, the smart people in the town, in the community, they were like, "Oh no, I don't know the collective like that. I'm not interested in what you have to say about them. Like, let's focus on the task at hand." Like those people, they already know what time it is. But these people in the community that sided with this man and believed him, they're trying to do damage control. Crew, Labyrinth, and Phoenix. Everybody is confused. Okay, everybody is confused. This whole community is like, a large portion of this community is like panicking. All this person's friends are linking up, okay, the whole crew. But you see, Labyrinth, they're lost. They don't know what they're going to do when this man passes. Phoenix, transformation, eternal soul. Such is the nature of life. We leave this reality and we move on to the next. These people thinking of driving by your home to investigate, to observe you, to see if you are showing any signs of grief or remorse, or to see if you're celebrating. It's like somebody eventually is going to drive by your home and take pictures of your home or something. This is so weird. What is this weirdness? This is the weirdest ish. Yeah, childhood and bedroom. Look. What is this weirdness? This is so weird. This is the weirdest ish. Bedroom, sexual fulfillment, intimacy, sensual pleasure, love affair, sleep, contentment, leisure. Nap, sleep on it, alone time, oasis. Retiring, dream time, astral travel, call it a day. Childhood. This man, he about to pass, y'all. Like he done. It's done. It's over with. He's about to be gone. Maybe he's going to be reborn immediately as another child, but it's over. It's done with, y'all. To me, based on these cards, like, is he going to live or not? Based on what I'm saying here, I have to be honest. I'm just going to say that this man, he not going to make it at this point. He's going to pass. And I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, Mirror. Self-aware, seeing clearly, ego, facing issues, self-assessment, self-improvement, insecure, make comparisons, reflection, obsess, narcissistic, vain. So this was a narcissist, an extreme narcissist. This was an extreme narc. And that's why he's going. That's why he's going. Any final messages, Spirit? Any final messages? Chocolate and crystal ball. Yeah, this man, he was obsessed with, like, remote viewing you, spying on you. You see, this man violated multiple spiritual laws. This is a creep. I'm sorry, this is a creep. I'm just gonna say it how it is. This is a creep. This crystal ball and chocolate, I'm really getting some type of weird fetish that this man was like fetish, fetish, fetishizing you, if that's even a word. Like, I'm not even gonna go into detail into the stuff that I picked up on. I'm just not. I'm done. Like, I'm so done. So, look, he gonna have to come back here and be reborn as a baby this lifetime, and he's gonna have to go through it all over again. Spirit was like, cut the show, cut, 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 cut. We gotta cut the show. Spirit told this man, you're out of control. You're out of control. You need to sit down somewhere. I told you to sit down somewhere and leave these chosen ones alone, but you don't want to sit down somewhere. So now it's done. Cut the tape. Cut it, cut it. It was when this person was at the gym. It was when they were at the gym. I'm telling you, they passed out. They fell on that hard ASS floor on the gym and started spazzing out and everything. And people were running over there trying to help this person, trying to calm them down. But this individual lost all control of their body. I'm telling y'all, they had some type of heart attack seizure thing. It's over. Spirit saying it's happening right now. I'm telling you. That is happening right now. That is just over and done with. A last message, and then we'll close out the reading. Tandem bicycle, because this individual had they had no plans on changing, and there's another man within the next few weeks. You're gonna hear, maybe it's his friend or his brother. You're gonna hear that he's also in the hospital. I'm telling you, I said it in a Sagittarius reading. Energies like this, a lot of them not going to make it to 2026. I was saying it. I said it from day one. A lot of these energies going to start deteriorating, and they're not going to make it because their energy is not aligned with the new energies on planet Earth, the love frequencies. They are not aligned with it. So they're going to start one by one dropping like the flies that they sent to spy in on y'all. Those flies that were in your shower, in your bath, and they kept coming out of nowhere even though you're a clean person, you clean everything. Those are the flies that they summoned from the Lord of the Flies in hell to spy in on us. But that is over and done with. That dark magic is catching up. Karma, time to pay up. So that's your read. I'm just going to end it before I say anything stupid. I don't want to say anything stupid. I'm going to be very mature here. But that is your read, and I wish you love and light. Take care.